Joy, Omar, Eileen, and Amy were all approached by people trying to offer them a quick fix for their mortgage problems. Some were asked to pay a fee up front or even sign their title over. But each homeowner had a gut feeling that something was wrong. Sadly, foreclosure scams are on the rise, and many homeowners in crisis are so desperate to save their homes that they easily fall victim to this type of crime. It starts with a knock on the door, a phone call, a letter, or an email. They promise instant relief for all of your foreclosure fears. It sounds too good to be true, and it is.
In Orlando, we did a workshop about 3 months ago, and I saw about 10 clients, and 8 out of the 10 had actually gone to one of these companies before they came to us.
William Sanchez hears numerous accounts every day of foreclosure scammers robbing financially strapped homeowners out of hundreds of dollars with nothing done to help their situation.
A lot of the times they'll get the money and then they'll close up, change names, move away, and do the same thing someplace else.
There's some situations where they're told that they can be rescued out of the foreclosure if they, for example, transfer their property to them. They will hold it for a year, transfer it back to them after the year is gone. And then they end up getting evicted because at that point they're a tenant, they're paying rent, they're not the homeowner anymore.
The Federal Trade Commission put together a series of PSAs to help homeowners avoid falling victim to foreclosure scams.
The financial problem started when I was injured at work. There was no money coming in. I had to figure something out quick.
They recommend homeowners first contact the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, also known as HUD, to get a listing of government-approved housing counselors in your area.
HUD-approved agencies do not charge for their services. There's a very good reason why. The fact that we don't charge for the services puts us in a much better position to be able to help the client.
And if a homeowner has already fallen victim to a foreclosure scam, there is still hope.
A lot of the times, the foreclosure scam company hasn't really done much with the lender, so we can actually call up the lender and figure out what they've done or what they haven't done and try to help the client from that point.
Linda Pickler with Consumer Credit Counseling Services recommends that victims of foreclosure scams report the incident to proper authorities.
The best thing that I could tell a person to do is call the Florida Department of Financial Services. That's one of the main things that they do is work with individuals that have been victims of scams, and they will actually file a complaint on your behalf.
And Vicki Carver understands the stress homeowners feel, but cautions against a quick fix.
I don't want people to think that if you go to an attorney or that you go to somebody who, you know, like we were saying before, you pay to help, that they can get through any of this delay. They can't. We have to do the same thing that the borrower has to do, which is call the loss mitigation department and sit on the phone on hold and try to get, things that way. We have to fill out all these paperwork and fax them in and just wait. It is going to take time. It's not easy, but they need to get started as soon as possible just to get in there and get in that line.